Gab, Jed here from Thailand, my land. Every country in the world is different, with different laws, cultures and customs. But you may find this more so in Asian and Middle Eastern countries than in Western countries. Thailand is no exception, and if you're planning on coming here to live or for a holiday, there's some things that you need to be aware of prior to arriving here to ensure that you don't unknowingly insult or offend the locals. Thailand is 95% Buddhist, and they take their religion very seriously. If you visited Thailand before, you'd probably be familiar with the Thai culture and most of their customs. Yet, it's well known that travellers often do things outside of their own country that they never would consider doing in their own country. Many things that you need to adhere to are just common sense, and a rule of thumb is, if in doubt about something, just ask a local or do as the Thai people are doing. So let's start with one of the biggest things that you should not do. Don't ever disrespect the Thai royal family. The royal family are hugely respected in Thailand, and any sign of disrespect can have serious consequences and could even end up in being arrested and imprisoned for saying anything bad about the king or the royal family. Thais are very proud of their country, and it shows as the national anthem is played in schools, universities, hospitals, shopping centres, government buildings, on the TV and radio stations at 8 AM and 6 PM every day, and people stand up and remain silent while the anthem is played. Also, try not to talk about Thai politics. It's a very touchy subject in Thailand, as they've had 18 military coups since 1932, and they don't like non-Thais discussing their country's politics. So that brings us to my next don't do on the list. Don't ride a motorbike without a helmet, proficient driving experience, or the proper driving licence. Thailand is not the type of place to learn to drive a motorbike, though many tourists do. Tourists from all around the world come to Thailand and rent motorbikes and then drive like maniacs, refuse to wear helmets, drink and drive, speed recklessly, and take risks that they would not even consider doing in their own countries. Unfortunately, some of them pay the ultimate price. A big problem here is that motorbike hire shops will accept your country's driving licence, but if you are stopped by the police or you're involved in an accident, your insurance will not cover you because you need an international driving licence to legally drive in Thailand. Also, many people don't even have a motorbike licence and drive on their country's car licence, which is illegal here. And if you're involved in an accident, your travel insurance won't cover any hospital treatment. Just go and look at GoFundMe and see how many families of tourists hospitalised in Southeast Asian countries are begging for money to pay their huge medical bills for their son or daughters to get them medevaced home because their travel insurance claim was denied because they were driving illegally. So have the right driving licence for the vehicle that you're driving, and wear a helmet if you intend to drive a motorbike here. It could save you a lot of money, and it could even save your life. So that brings me to number 3 on my list of things not to do in Thailand. Don't go parasailing. The Thai laws governing the maritime industry, including tourist-related boats, are very relaxed. When I first arrived in Thailand, I was living in Phuket. 2 foreign tourists died in separate parasailing accidents in Phuket. Since then, I've seen news articles about other parasailing accidents within the country. So it's probably very safe to parasail in most Western countries, but personally I would not take the risk here in Thailand. And that brings me to number 4 on my list of things not to do, and that would be animal etiquette. Now, monkeys. You'll find monkeys everywhere that you go in Thailand. And yes, they're cute and a tempting photo opportunity for your Facebook page, but they can be quite vicious, especially if they're hungry. They tend to be in many temples, and often you'll find street vendors selling food to feed the monkeys, but be careful if they scratch you when they're grabbing for the food. You need to have it treated and cleaned, and perhaps need a tetanus shot, which could ruin your holiday. Now, soy dogs or street dogs are a sad fact of life throughout all of Thailand. Due to the lack of any government control, and the situation grows worse each year as more and more breed and new puppies are born onto the streets. Many look sad and cute, but as with the monkeys, you need to be careful because they are street dogs and not pets. Don't try to pet one. You may be lucky, but it will let you, because many are used to humans feeding them. but others are hungry and angry and not used to human touch. I feed them all the time here, but unless the dog is known to me, I just put the food on the ground and walk away, but I don't feed it by hand. And when it comes to elephants, elephants are a part of the Thai culture and heritage, and you can see them in the wild in their own habitat in many of the national parks around the country. Unfortunately, there are many elephant parks where you can sit on a basket on the elephant's back and trek around the park, and also elephant shows where they perform tricks for the audience. Elephants are beautiful, intelligent animals, and riding them for fun or watching them perform is stressful for them and cruel. The same goes for many monkey and tiger shows that are in most tourist towns. They are best avoided. Visiting a reputable elephant sanctuary is the opposite, as most of the elephants have been rescued from the elephant shows and are fed and left to roam in the wild. And number 5 on my list on the what not to do in Thailand, don't drink the tap water. It's not treated with chemicals like it is in the majority of Western countries, so always drink purchased bottled water. You can also find these drink machines everywhere you go in Thailand, where you can refill your bottle for just a couple of baht, and the water's been filtered and is drinkable. Hotels here leave you 2 bottles of water every day in your room. If you go out to a restaurant or even a cheap noodle shop, the ice and water are always bought, which means it's been filtered, and the ice is also delivered to the premises daily and is pure. Before visiting a Buddhist temple, make sure that you know the do's and don'ts required to enter the temple. Whenever you visit a Buddhist temple, you'll see the hundreds of pairs of shoes and sandals left outside, as shoes have to be removed before entering a temple. It's the same when entering a Thai person's house. You should always remove your shoes before entering, and it makes a lot of sense not to bring the outside dirt inside their home, especially in Thailand where many people choose to sit or even eat on the floor. The etiquette for entering temples is generally dress politely, take off your shoes, keep your head lower than the Buddha images and monks, don't point your feet at Buddha images or monks, and don't sit on a platform or seats reserved for the monks. Talk quietly and no public displays of affection. No smoking, no alcohol. Never disrespect a Buddha statue. Don't ever sit on one or put your arm around one for a photo opportunity. Turn off your mobile phones, lower your voice, and don't use bad language or engage in improper conversations. Women should never touch a monk or his robes or hand him anything. If making an offering, place the offering in front of him. And number 7 on my list of don'ts, don't take Buddha images out of the country. You can buy Buddha statues, carvings and artifacts everywhere in Thailand, but the law says that you can't remove them from the country, and though most people do without a problem, they can be confiscated if a permit has not been granted and they're found in your luggage at the airport. And number 8 on my don't do's is, don't touch a Thai woman without her consent. Despite the image portrayed in the bars and clubs in Pattaya, Phuket and Bangkok's red light districts, the majority of Thai women are conservative, and they'll be offended if you hug them or kiss them on the cheek as a greeting, as you might do in your own country. And number 9 on my list of don't do's would be, avoid criticising or getting angry with Thai people. Treat them with dignity and respect, and you'll find that they will respond to you in a much better manner. Insult them and you will not be welcome in their company again. Avoid speaking loudly or raising your voice, and never get into an argument with a Thai person. It can lead to a loss of face. Pointing out someone's error, criticising them or laughing at them are all actions that can make a Thai person lose face, and losing face is embedded in the Thai culture and indicates a person's reputation, influence, dignity and honour. So next on my list of don't do's, don't leave negative reviews for restaurants or hotels. In Western countries, it's okay to leave negative reviews on social media and the internet if you receive bad food or service. However, in Thailand you could be charged with defamation under the Computer Crimes Act, and you can be jailed for 2 years and or a fine of 200,000 Thai baht, or about $6,000 US. So last but not least on my things not to do while you're in Thailand, don't overstay your visa. You may be enjoying your holiday so much that you decide to stay an extra week or even longer. The problem is, when you go to immigration on your way out, you'll be fined for each day that you overstay. So go to the nearest immigration office and apply for an extension. The things that I've mentioned here are really just common sense and not meant to put you off coming here, as Thailand is not a strict or demanding country. This was just a guide to help you enjoy your time here even more. If you're thinking of coming to Thailand for a holiday, why not rent a car at the airport and take a road trip to see some of the amazing places that most tourists don't get to see. I've just published my latest book, a 3-week road trip through southern Thailand that has all the information that you'll need to take a trip of a lifetime. So thanks very much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers for now.